Ma'am, what is this intro with you licking your lips and all kind of shit?
That intro, you
Oh,
so you don't be paying attention. Cause I definitely snuck that whole. That was before I was a mother and a wife. I definitely snuck that whole.
oh.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm a whore down to my core.
Me too. I am a whole ass whore.
But I'm a renovated hoe. Cause in 2 weeks I'm gonna be off the market, which is why I might not be able to when we go in whoever's next, the one who's after that, I'm getting married that weekend, so I might not be able to
Which
go
weekend
out.
is that? Is that next weekend?
It's 2 weeks from now, so
I
Oh,
think that'll be me.
that'll be
I think
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
You don't care about me. No, I'm playing. No, go get married to your cutie patootie husband and
Yeah.
Oh
stuff
my
like that.
god.
Listen, get your back blown out, make baby number two, and
Yeah.
all of that good stuff.
Yeah. That's what we
Get
like.
them out the way now. Get them all do stair steps so they can be out the house quick.
I'm hip.
Oh my god. My Uber transaction came out of my credit card.
What y'all
Sorry
drink?
guys. I'm just
What y'all drinking on?
some wine, Pinot Gris.
Okay. Classy hoe. I like that.
You know, we doing
But
it in
that
a
is for me. So
coffee mug.
is it bad if I drink the wine right at the bottom? I got some cheap wine. I ain't gonna waste my good stuff. So I'm gonna get some cheap wine and
Oh,
drink
this
some
cheap
cheap
too.
wine.
Child, this ain't look.
I'm drinking tequila
Ooh,
and
not a stutter from ooh, child, you is a
bottle. I mean, we're reviewing
not a
Housewives
stutter,
of
huh?
Atlanta, so we have to be ghetto because this show is really
Right.
um,
Girl,
one.
these are gutter snipes right up out the
Hmm.
hood.
This is giving one step above Zeus, especially all this hollering and screaming that Marlo was doing. How did y'all feel
Let
about?
me share this out. Hold on, y'all. Let me go share
The
this out
production
on
is
here.
giving Bad Girls Club,
I,
to be
I just
honest.
I'm glad you mentioned it because I was confused as all hell when the episode first came on. I was like, "Am I on the wrong?" I'm like, "Did I catch the show late? Like, why does it look like it's in the? It looked like the show started in the middle of the show instead of the beginning. It made no sense. And did
Oh
y'all see
yeah, because it was the montage of the old did not need to have. What
what
was the
was
point?
what was that? I
And then you
didn't.
took out Nene to be shady or whatever.
It was
Like,
not needed.
yeah.
I ain't like that. Where he at?
He went to do something, child.
um,
Oh no, this is some cheap. Ooh, girl. I took a sip of this one. This is not even my wine.
did y'all like this episode?
I did actually, and well, I didn't in the first half, but I did in the only thing that was good about this episode was the
Okay, I shared it out.
laser tag thing, escape room. That was the only thing good about the show.
There were parts of the episode that I liked.
Hmm.
I'll tell you what my favorite part was.
I can tell you mine too. Go ahead. I
My
think it's
favorite part was the part with Cairo and the baby. I was
you
like, oh,
know, let's say because that really was the best. That really was the only redeemable part of the
that
show.
was the only redeeming part of the show. Let's be clear.
That in a second. So the episode starts off with this really odd recap of Candy and Marlo's relationship. I didn't get it.
You know what this was? This was their failed attempt at trying to get us to give a shit about this beef. That's what really did. They're really trying real hard. Miss Cohen and the EPs down there, they're doing everything they can to make us give a damn. We really don't. The
No,
shit doesn't make sense.
they're trying to do everything in their power to not bring Nene. They want to do everything but bring Nene back, which is like, I mean,
It gives white gay energy.
That's how
And
you know Miss Cohen is.
you know, a lot of the
This
girls,
is
a lot of the
all,
color girls, they got their gnarled fingers on this show, and I don't like it.
baby. This is Miss Cohen. This got her name all over it.
Mm-hmm.
it's horrible. Just throw the. I honestly, I don't want them to come back.
Mm.
I'm done. I'm really done. I can't. I don't. If they come back, I'm not reviewing it.
They're gonna do something. I think they're gonna do the same thing they did to New York. They recasted the whole crew over there.
I think they should.
And they
I mean, if you're not gonna bring back Nene, then Candy can go, Kenya can go, Marlo can hoe, and
Why don't we graduate the people over there at the Martha Vineyard, see if they want to come to Atlanta or something? Because they seem interesting.
We can. Oh, you got into it.
A little bit, little sun
Oh,
here.
wait, what? On what show?
Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, I didn't see this week's episode. Don't tell me that. I ain't seen this week's episode yet.
I wanted to talk about it. Okay. All
We
right.
can talk about it. I know I ain't missed too much. The only one I missed was this week.
You ain't missed this one, but you missed the best one. But anyways, okay.
Oh, girl.
It was a good one. It was a good one. We'll talk about it though. So yeah, Marlo talks about. I don't really have. Marlo talks about holding Candy accountable. Blah blah blah. Any thoughts?
I don't care about Marlo. I don't like her. She
This was when.
I know it.
Who was she talking to?
Yeah.
Oh, she was talking to the lady and the man.
Yeah, her
she
friends.
Her friends, the managers, whatever.
Her hired help.
My thing about it, holding Candy accountable. When are we gonna hold you accountable, Marlo?
I will say I was kind of tired of them bringing up her slashing the girl's face.
I was too. That got on my damn nerves too. That really got on my damn nerves.
But look, this world is about reputation, and when you tarnish your reputation, it's there forever. So at the end of the day, if we get into an argument, I say, "Girl, I'm gonna say whatever comes to my mouth too." So
but here's the deal: y'all can't have it both ways. Y'all can't be like, "Oh, she's this violent person," but then be like, "Oh, but I ain't worried about it. She ain't that violent." Well, which is it? Because if she's that violent, Kenya and Candy, y'all should be concerned about y'all ass getting sliced. And then the other part about it is, why is she on this show? Because if she was that grave of a concern to the brand, to y'all and everything, and everybody got all of these mug shots, baby, she on the same show as you are. Birds of a feather. So if she's a gutter sniper right up out the hood, so are the rest of y'all, which is exactly what Courtney was talking about when she said you bring out the ghetto people.
But let me just say this: Marlo talking about Candy's establishment being ghetto and unsafe because of this shooting. You know, she's in retaliation saying, "Okay, you want to talk about my shit? I'm gonna talk about your shit. You did X, Y, and Z."
20 years ago. Who cares? Like
nobody.
Marlo is the one that's bringing it up. So I mean, if you're going,
but you can't. We're about to compare an incident that happened 20 years ago to something that happened 2 months ago.
Well, I mean, look, you come from my establishment in my name, and I'm gonna come for yours. And I don't care how old it is. You know, that's just what time Candy's on. Apparently,
Candy needs to come up with something better.
But see, what I didn't like also is Marlo kept on bringing up, oh yeah, my sister's upset with Candy. Somebody who's mourning their child probably still at this point, because you know it was 2 years ago and you still are mourning your child. I don't give a fuck about who not giving me no flowers.
Right. And I said that on my review. When I dealt with grief that close to me, I wasn't even paying attention who did and did not send me stuff. Like if I paid attention and said, "Oh, so and so sent you some flowers," you know what? Thank you, appreciate it. But I wasn't mad because y'all ain't friends. Marlo, this is not your friend.
That's why I always will continue to petition to have her taken off the show. Y'all try. I think they brought her on here because they wanted her to be the new Mimi, and it's just not giving. She's not funny. She's not giving any memorable one-liners. Like just
like this does not make sense at all. None of what she's saying. Trying to attach Candy to her nephew. Candy don't have nothing to do with your nephew dying. He wasn't even working there for months by the time he got shot. Like, I don't even understand what you mad with. You and Candy ain't friends, so Candy don't owe you nothing but prayers and condolences for your family on the social media comment. That's all she owe you. If that. The boy ain't worked at Candy's establishment in months. Candy don't owe him nothing. He met the dude. They say he met the dude at Candy shop. Candy don't have nothing to do with that. Neither does OLG. He could have met the dude at fucking Walgreens. I don't know. What are we talking about?
Nothing.
That does not make sense.
We moving on. We're gonna move. I'm not gonna waste my time. We're gonna move on because this was a good one to Sonya and the family. Okay, now Sonya's sister did not get on my nerves. She did not make my asshole itch like she usually does. So I'll give her that. I was appreciative of that. I will say this. Let's get the positive out the way. As a fellow Jamaican, a little bit, I'm a little Jamaican or whatever. I'm half Jamaican. As a fellow Jamaican, it's nice. I enjoy seeing the culture, and I'm talking about the party them and this, that, and the third. Like, I enjoy seeing Jamaican people interacting with each other, even though I kind of don't want to see it on Atlanta, but whatever. I'm going to get it where I can get it. I appreciated that. How did y'all feel about the scene with them?
It's such flip floppy for me. I can't keep up. Some episodes, Sonya seemed like she want them going. Some
Right?
episodes, Sonya seemed like she want them to stay. Even with the sister, some episodes the sister don't want to go. Other episodes she wants to. Like this episode, she was like, "I'm going. It don't matter how you feel. I'm gone. I already ain't nothing you could do." Like it. I don't know. And then I maintain, as much as I love Aaron Ross, that is my boo thing in my head. He got to have a whole other family over there in the great state of Texas. Because what dawned on me is, why in everything that is holy do y'all have a house in Atlanta, Georgia, and neither he nor Sonya have any business or business ties rooted in Atlanta? His business is in freaking Austin, Texas,
What is
which
his
has
business?
cheaper taxes and everything. There's no, income, state income tax in Texas.
Really? I need to move
He is
to
not as visible as he was last season.
And so my thing is, if y'all don't have any bit, she's always talking about, oh, I gotta fly here, fly there, fly there. You're a sports color commentator for NBC. So there's no need for, I mean, ESPN and stuff. There's no need for you to be living in Atlanta. ESPN ain't based out of no damn Atlanta. So y'all could easily live in Texas.
But if she lived in Texas, she wouldn't be on the show.
Yeah, she want to be on the show.
So that's her business. Her business is Housewives in Atlanta.
It won't be for long. And I don't know that the business of that marriage will be for long because I promise you, Aaron probably got a whole other family over
Don't
there in Texas or is
don't
over there busting down anything moving over there. A man is, listen,
why it
Medusa,
gotta be all that?
because men have ugly needs. Do you hear me? They have ugly needs. This is Ross. Ross was an NFL player. NFL players are used to dipping their spoons in the sugar bowls. They got groupie skanks following them all across the fruited plains, from sea to shining sea, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Okay, this land was made for you and me. That's what the skanks say. Okay, so if he was getting shit thrown at him all of the time, look at Ross. That's a fine ass motherfucker. Let's be clear. Anything moving might throw themselves at that man. So you mean to tell me he getting everything and your wife ain't there at all? It looked like he be there weeks at a time. You know what I'm saying? Days and weeks at a time.
I'm still surprised. I don't see how Sonya got Ross. I'm sorry. You said that, oh, it's not even about her shape. Sonya's not ugly, but like Ross on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 10. I think so. The closest thing to a 10. I think at least a 9 or a 10. And Sonya's not. And so I don't understand. I don't see how, like, what
Most 10s don't want to be with other 10s because they want to, I'm the cutest one,
I don't know. I would think that Ross would want a trophy wife. I'm surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd be the cutest people that be with the ugliest. Well, I'm not saying Sonya's ugly, but I'm just saying it'd be the cutest people.
Ugly.
But no,
I'm
but
not. I'm just
remember
saying.
Sonya and Ross were together before either one of them were famous. They go back to college.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been together. They grew together. They've been in love. They grew together in college, but they were nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
they got a bond.
They really do have that bond.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
ain't
you
nobody
think
saying he's creeping around, but see that well,
that's exactly what he's saying. Let's be very clear.
I mean, it is what it is, child. Sonya probably know what the deal is.
cannot make me believe that Ross ain't in Texas
Yeah.
doing whatever.
So he is in Texas doing he has a business in Texas?
Yes, he has. I think it's like a limousine service or some kind of executive ride shit, something with driving and stuff like that, limousines and stuff like that, something like that.
Because you don't think it's because he's just a man. You think it's because he's a man that's in a different state.
No, I think it's a little both.
No, you do not think that we are not about to do this archaic belief that all men cheat.
Yeah, I don't think all men cheat.
I'm not gonna say all men cheat, but given the just like everybody don't eat candy. However, if you over here you ain't ate in a while and you say I don't eat candy, that candy over there, and baby that stomach start to growl, you know, hard enough, that candy looks real appealing. You gonna pick up that candy because you got a need that needs to be met. I'm just saying.
I don't like, and I'm not saying that you're saying this, Teddy. I'm about to say something, and I'm not saying that you say that this is what you're saying, but I don't like it when people create this narrative that all men cheat, even though that's not what you're saying. I don't like it because it feeds into rape culture. It creates this narrative that like men are not in control of themselves, and when they see another woman, they just have to conquer her. So that's why I don't
I
like.
think that's a different dynamic. I think that rape culture is a whole different. That's about control and everything. When I'm thinking about instinctually, you know, there are urges that people have. I'm saying I have self control, but baby, after a while, you keep presenting me with this thing. It ain't got nothing to do with, you know, rape or anything like that. Baby, you know how many people are throwing the cooch at
No,
this man? And I'm
just,
supposed to just be like, no, I'm
no.
good.
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
go stroke one out. Let me
Men
go
throw
stroke one out.
men throw themselves at women all the time. I could go and get dick anytime that I want, and I don't.
And you're right, but I
That's
don't think that has anything to do. I think this is consenting adult. What I'm talking about is consenting adult. I think that's completely separate from,
just don't.
you know.
I just think that men are still capable of controlling themselves with temptation. That's it. That's all I think. Shout out to everybody that's in the
I
chat.
do think they can control themselves. However, I also feel after a while we have ugly needs.
Anyways, child, we'll agree to disagree.
Moving
But
on, girl.
they was okay. So is there anything else? They was just talking about they're moving out. The only thing that caught me about this scene, I didn't like when they was talking about y'all kicking us out. It's like I thought y'all agreed that y'all was only gonna be here for a couple years. So those years,
I don't even know that we know because their stories change and flip flop so much. Like, did we ever find out what was agreed upon? Because I'm just so confused with this.
anyways, child. And you saw she shaded her sister at the end and was like, "You check on your own macaroni and cheese." I thought that was just contrived drama for this
Right, because she's like, oh, sis, you don't want to live here. You just told this woman she can't live here. Like, that's what I'm saying. This shit doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It
The
does.
mama said, oh, I think we need to leave, but your daddy want to stay. Like, girl, I can't keep up.
The last. Go ahead, there. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying they all dumb up in there except for Ross. That's why he be going to Texas, child.
That's why he's not there.
Because they just dodo birds. I just have no reaction to this scene.
Yeah. This was one of the best scenes to me. I'm sorry.
Was it really?
It was for me. That and Kyrie.
It was pulling teeth. It was pulling teeth.
Okay, I mean, we do keep on having the same conversation over and over again.
Oh my god.
Okay, so nothing else for this scene, right? Okay, now we have Kenya and her friend who looks like she's younger than me. Like, what is Kenya doing and why is she with this little girl?
Which girl is this?
The Tila girl, the light skinned girl.
Oh, okay.
Didn't she look young? I was like,
she might look good for her age. I gave her early 40s.
Not early 40s, child. Maybe like maybe
I
mid 30s.
No, I gave her Darren's age, like mid 20s.
Oh no, I didn't give her that. No,
ma'am. I seen
no God.
We seen them ankles and fingers.
Baby, she'll give nobody's 25. Nowhere in America. I ain't even give her 35. I give her about 40, 41.
Hey, hold on, Darren, when did you graduate high school?
2016.
Okay, so we could have technically been.
What's your grad year?
2012. So does that mean that we're peers? No. No? Because you wasn't. So
how old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, no, it's a you know we
I turn 29 next month. So.
3 years. You're 3 years older than me.
Okay, I turn 29 next month. So yeah, okay. I don't. I'm like, Teddy, do you consider me and him to be the same age? Because I don't. What you think?
Now that I know yes, y'all are in the same age bracket
I agree.
because, well, you would be the end of millennials.
Mm-hmm.
Darren would
It's the
be kind
beginning
of
of
the beginning of Gen Z
yep, yep.
Mhm.
It's true.
because Gen Z starts about 96.
Not Tracy checking my math. Okay, how many years then, Tracy?
How old are you, Darren?
I'm 20. I'm 25. Well, I'll be turning 26 in October.
So you turned 26 this year. So yeah, we're
Yeah,
3 years apart because I turned
yeah,
29
3
this
years. It's 5 year swing in my book. Not
year.
5 years.
No,
Tracy is so out of
Not 5 years.
it's off.
Listen, freaking, I, I gave her 41. She gave me 40,
Okay,
41 ish.
that's
That's what she gave me.
I didn't get that.
Mm.
But anyway, so she's with her friend or whatever, and they're talking about. So what were they constructing for? Because
Oh, okay.
The
So that
hair shop, Kenya Moore's
Kenya
hair,
Moore
boutique or
hair care
whatever.
spa.
when I tell you, I'm sorry, my ADD is not set up for this show. I be in and out, and I'm just like, girl, what's
I'm
going
like,
on?
girl, not because we found out you selling your house. So okay, this is what. Okay, you trying to make some
So
sense?
didn't the man tell her it was gonna be like $400,000?
It ain't she still married to that man that didn't want her to begin with?
Girl, I don't know. I can't keep up with.
Okay. So she's doing the construction or what have you, and she starts talking about dating. I'm just like, how are you talking about? Okay, Tracy said she gave 35.
Yeah,
I
that's what I said too. Mid
can
30s.
see that. How are we talking about dating when we still married? Hello? I just like, can we move on? Can we close one chapter before we start the next?
Okay.
Like, am I tripping? I'm sorry. I think that's trifling. I think it's trifling when people be doing that. Like,
Well,
and
she's
But
in the
she
process
said the
of
man
divorce.
didn't want to sign the divorce decrees and stuff.
And let me tell you something. That man is getting a feel too. So you best to believe you getting yours. I'm gonna get mine too. In this process of divorce. So yeah, okay. I ain't blaming her for wanting to step out and go talk to some man.
I ain't blaming her either. Girl, go ahead and get it how you live. He over there
Get
divorcing shit
that
down. She
shit
might as well get
done.
us too.
I'm not blaming her, but I do look at her sideways because the word marriage,
Mm-hmm.
words that even have the start with the letter M, shouldn't even be in your motherfucking vocabulary when you still married to a nigga. And then she over here talking about we was married for how did she say 4 or 5 years? Bitch, y'all started filing for divorce a year and a half into that marriage. Stop playing with me. I'm like, what? Darren, am I lying?
I was like, yeah,
You said
Kenya,
we was married for 5 years. No,
you
you
know,
weren't.
girl, we can't count the years y'all broke up.
Okay.
I mean, they've been divorced longer than they've been
Longer than they've been married.
separated longer than they were married.
They were married and together for a
2
cute
years.
1.5 seasons of Housewives of Atlanta.
Mm.
Halfway through the season, he was filing for divorce from her. Stop it. Y'all barely got 2 years in. And that's pathetic. And I'm sorry. I think as someone who's in the process of planning a marriage and a wedding, I think it's laughable when you filing for divorce less than 2-3 years after you done got married. I think that's like, girl, you didn't even try.
When
Like,
I get married,
Well, I mean, things
which,
happen. Not
no.
in Kenya's case, yeah, no, girl. This was
when I get married, which I've already decided is on February 30th, I am
not February 30th, whatever
I'm
year.
not even having a whole big thing. Baby, we're gonna go down to the courthouse and then we're gonna have a good reception with a small, intimate few.
That's really
Not everybody and they mammy.
that's
I
really the way
want
to
to
do it.
elope, go to a
That's
beach.
really listen. My wedding was originally supposed to be 75. It's at 89, and I'm hurting. Our pockets are hurting. That's really, and it's like, and I got people that I don't even fuck with. Girl, what? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Girl, I ain't bringing everybody to this, but girl, I don't like you like that, girl. Leave me alone.
You know you.
I'm
I
doing.
ain't inviting most of my family because I know they don't see it from me like that. Girl, you ain't get no invite. Oh,
Mhm.
I ain't get no invite. No, ma'am. No, sir.
It's just different because I'm a woman, and I'm a black woman, so it's like it's one of those things where it's like it's something. It's just like you want to do your big one. Oh, you want to get married once, right? But yeah, if I could go back, I would just do a small little intimate something with maybe 25 people.
I'm telling you, mine gonna be small. I might do 50 because
That's big to me.
No, 25 for him, 25 for me.
But when it's 175 a plate, okay, that's when it starts to add up.
Y'all.
Absolutely right. Kenya just wanted a baby, just like Janet Jackson. Quiet as a scat. She ain't got
Well,
nothing.
Janet Jackson was smart enough to get with a billionaire.
And what's up with Janet always messing with the young boys? Like, I'm like, okay, girl,
Ain't
because
nothing wrong with that, Janet. I'm right here
that
with
dude
you,
with the
Janet.
ponytail, he looked about
Leave
25.
Queen Janet alone, okay? You
Janet
mad?
got no, I ain't mad.
And okay,
Oh, but listen, a young man comes with a strong back and no refractory period.
And usually no money and no finances.
That's fine. I got money for myself. Don't look for none of my money, honey.
That's
you know
true.
Janet needs her a boy
The
toy.
best I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay your cell phone bill so it stay on 100. That's all I can do for you.
I'm done.
So when I need to call you, come on over now. You can go in the kitchen and get you something to eat. If you need, go ahead in the kitchen and get you something to eat. That's the best I can do.
Child, we stopped talking about We stopped talking about Kenya and this thing. The one thing that she did mention, she was saying that they scared her daughter when they was knocking on her door. Did y'all believe that shit?
I don't. It's Kenya. So nothing about me can make me like Kenya or anything or believe anything she says is freaking Kenya. I can't stand her ass. God.
So you didn't believe that.
Come
I
on,
did kind of
me
believe it,
maybe.
but I didn't really care.
T,
Ooh.
that's even worse. I'd
First
rather
of
you
all,
say you
now
believe it.
not too much on Brooklyn. That's a whole
I
child.
don't have no problem with Brooklyn, but
Don't
I
believe the
believe,
lies
but
of your
remember,
mom.
if we remember correctly, they got back early because they were forced out of where they were.
Mm-hmm.
So Brooklyn was already accounted for probably for the whole night, which is why the women went over there looking for you. Baby, we just got back. We weren't even supposed to be back this time, but you already automatically in bed, wig off, beat taken off, and everything in bed with Brooklyn. Girl, fall back.
Yeah, no, it's really last week when you said she literally took that threw that wig back on.
That wig off. Mark wanted a paycheck,
Girl,
protected, and see
Fuck
that.
Mark. That's another thing too. Fuck Mark. Because you know what?
I ain't mad at Mark.
He was a
It's
fucking
a whole lot of
scammer.
women. It's a whole lot of female gold diggers out here that be getting it how they live, and it's just here because the man got a lot of stuff. Mark, if you came up on the cash cow, go ahead, get it how you live, Mark.
Not only that, the
Mhm,
writings were on
mhm.
the wall. Mark Mark doesn't have a good relationship with his own children. He's had I think he's also been married and all this other shit. I mean, check the Carfax, girl. That nigga ain't shit. But you wanted a
Not
baby.
take the card facts. God help us.
Man. Hell no. Jay said, hell no, I don't believe Kanye. She uses being a mom as a way to get out of doing things she don't want to do. Well, hey, listen. So do I.
But wasn't that isn't that what happened last season? When every time something was brought up, Kenya would bring up Brooklyn and all this stuff, and we were like, "Girl, don't nobody care. You ain't the first one to ever have a child."
We
I'm a
all do
mom
that
making a
though.
difference. I'm a mom making a difference, girl.
We all do that. I'm gonna speak on behalf of the mom brigade. We all be using our like I do. I'm the first one to be like, girl, Jamal, his bedtime is at this time out. I can't go. But I
Uh-huh.
just don't feel like going. Like
Mhm, mhm,
so
mhm.
if I'm not gonna lie.
That's why planning events is real tentative for the people that got children. I'm like, oh, I could have invited you, but I don't know because you be.
No,
Yeah.
that's not right. You send me an invitation and let me decline.
Mm-mm. I don't even. I'm with Darren on this one.
No,
Oh, you got a child? No, don't worry about it, honey. You got a child
no,
to keep, honey.
Give me the
Mm-mm.
option to decline on the behalf of my child.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
No,
No, baby. We go even give you that. We're gonna be like, oh, don't forget you got a child. He gotta sleep, honey. Take care of your child. We gonna have a good time for you.
I ain't no single mama. I can leave my child with
No,
his
we're gonna be
dad when
like,
he
I
sleep.
know the real thing is when you tell them, baby, we're gonna take some good pictures, put them on social media, follow us. We're gonna go live
And
on
see,
Instagram, girl.
you would not be friends no more because what you're not gonna do is play in my face like that.
I done did that to people. Don't worry, I'm gonna go live on Instagram. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna put it up. We're gonna go live.
How old is Brooklyn? Like 4 or 5? She's so cute. Okay. She's redeemable quality about Kenya. Okay. Now we move on to the best part of the show, which is
Lord.
Sheree, and her family.
Oh.
We see Sheree with her grandbaby. Now I'm not gonna lie, right? I see Cairo, holding this baby, and I'm like, whose baby is that? And then they reveal that Cairo had a baby. Now I'm about to say something on the behalf of the pro-black
Oh Lord.
woman. I know. Y'all already know where I'm about to go with
Uh-huh.
this. Fuck you.
The girl might be mixed. She looked like she could have been mixed.
She ain't
That
no
girl's fiesta salsa quinceañera.
fiesta. Well, no, she's cheating us, amiga.
Oh.
Listen, it was nice to see him being the daddy and all this other shit. But I'm sorry, on the behalf of the bitter black women brigade, you can call me bitter, angry black woman all you want. I would have liked to see him being a good father and stepping up to the plate to a black woman. Sorry, I hate to be the one to say it, but it was nice to see him doing his big one. But it would have been nicer if the mom was black.
How you know she not mixed?
She ain't no motherfucking mix, bitch. Bitch, she don't look like none of us. All of us is black.
Let me look at her again. Because she did kind of like Ice Spice a little bit.
No, she did not. Don't put no, she did not. Stop.
Ice Spice is not the poster child for mixed people like Amber Rose is not. Okay,
yeah, because it's like I did say that too when I was watching. I'm like, oh, that child don't look nothing like him. I guess that's
okay, exactly. And if she was mixed, exactly.
Did they have a paternity test? That's what they sure.
Don't do that. Now you said that. I ain't say that. Now
I did. Sure did. Sure the fuck
that
did.
child don't look
that's not nice. That's
in
not nice.
2023, paternity tests are a must. Why? Because you still got states out here that say if you sign the birth certificate, even if you find out it's not yours, you still got to pay child support until you 18.
It's true.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
Baby, I'm not playing these games with y'all.
I mean, don't do that. I'm not gonna say all that. I'm not gonna say that the kid doesn't. I mean, he's only 3 months. She's only 3 months. I won't say.
What I'm saying is,
no. I'm just saying.
Always okay to make sure that you know what you know.
I'm just saying that I'm not about to say that he's not the child. That's not his child just based on the way the child looks. Like that's to me that's a little ignorant. But I do agree that in this political, you should always cross your I's and dot your T's and this that, and the third. But yeah, I would have. It would have been nice to see him being a good daddy to a black woman. But according to Tracy, with coming through with the tea, I heard that Tracy said that she heard that he's not an active father and that he is a photo op dad. I don't know. I didn't even know he was a
photo op dad. Well, I mean, look at his mom. Everything about her life is optics and
Your mama ain't shit, so why we expect you to be shit?
Can we talk about it though? Okay, so let's talk about it because I'm not gonna lie. I kind of felt I'm on one hand, I'm like, okay, sure, I understand you probably.
This is the one time Sheree was likable. Let's just be clear.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm saying I understand you proud of your son and this, that, and the third. But I do feel like, and maybe it's because I just had a child. I'm just like, I don't think that men should be applauded for being for their kids' lives. Like, I think that it should be acknowledged. I think that it should be appreciated, but I don't think that you should get like a round of applause because you.
I feel like she was. I don't think that she was like that because she was in his child's life. I feel like she was like that because she was like, you ain't ready for no baby. You barely wash your clothes. You barely wash your ass. How the hell you gonna have a child? But according to Tracy, that all makes sense because he ain't shit.
The way she was going on and kind of made me cringe a little, like, oh my God, like, so many women don't have this. I didn't have this. I had 3 kids and I never had a man. I'm just like, girl.
What he do for a living again? What he do?
Now they say Cairo is plowing everything in these Atlanta streets. Man, woman, cat, dog.
What he do for a living?
He's Sheree's Whitfield's son. That's his living.
Well, no, didn't I hear something about he was a head of a wardrobe over there at Tyler Perry Studios?
Oh, that means Tyler Perry is
Mm,
slobbing his knob. That means he, you
Stop,
know,
stop,
touching
stop.
Tyler Perry. So listen, Tyler Perry. I don't know how he do it. Baby,
Stranger
Tyler
danger.
Perry be round there having a child.
it's true.
His
But
booty hole be
we're not gonna talk
ball.
about we're not gonna talk about him too much because I wouldn't mind getting a job with Tyler Perry. So
I
I'm
wouldn't mind
Right,
either because I'd be right over there, honey. Please be clear.
right. Let me be a mediocre actor, child.
Please
I
be
can do it
clear.
well.
with the
Can I
bad
be a gaffer, a stagehand, or something?
with the
I'm
badass
just saying.
wigs, child.
I'll be the typical gay.
I'll be the angry black woman. No, I'm gonna be the child. Which one I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be the angry black woman, the one who got trigger warning molested, or the one whose man left me. You know, he always puts
Hmm.
black women in some sort of like destitute caricature and archetype. Child,
Then they're gonna
some
get you with
babies
a. Let me
right.
stop.
I'm sorry, Xavier. I don't know why that I'm a little twisted, right?
Right.
Some babies look white. My little sister looked like a white baby when she first born. Child, okay. When she was
She
first.
could be light
Yeah.
skinned. That girl could be half black. Y'all don't know.
Well, hold
I'm
on.
trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Somebody said, and I gotta find it. Tracy said that Sheree tagged mixed baby in one of the captions. So, which is weird as fuck. I'm sorry. Like,
That
why?
is weird.
It's weird. It's fucking
I
weird.
mean, look at Sheree. Did you see Sheree when she was? I don't know what event it was, but she was with the other like the Housewives of New Jersey, and she looked like one of them. Like I was like Sheree. I mean, I know she was lighter, but like, girl, it
She
looked
ain't
like
that,
you done.
she ain't that motherfucking light.
What Isaiah
She
Banks
had on a
said?
lot
She's a
of what is
bleaching
it, primer,
girl.
foundation, whatever it is. She had on a lot of makeup. That's what that
I'm done. Okay, I'm glad we all agree. I mean, I just felt a way about it. And then the only thing about that like kind of rubbed me the wrong way was when she just was like, "Yeah, I had 3 babies." You know, they say that Sheree had a baby when she was like 15,
Mm,
right? That's the tea. And then she
back
dropped
in
out of high school.
I'm
1976.
just glad that Cairo grew up to look like something. Because remember them early young days of Cairo? That was
When
an
they showed,
ugly little boy.
oh,
No, he wasn't ugly.
Yes, he was.
come on, he was a
Them
child.
early days,
No,
them first season, that bitch was ugly.
everybody has their ugly stage, and I think
And
that
he had it early. He was ugly back then.
no, I think ugly stages are usually between like 10 and 13. Like once you hit high school, 10 and 14, then like once you hit 15, 16, that's when you start to get cute.
And let's be clear, he in the face he looked the same. I think what happened is he got a body now. I mean, he's grown. You
He
know,
got taller, got a little more,
but he was.
defined.
I mean, of course. I mean, you can't really say much. It's a little child. I mean, I didn't. You know.
Cairo is a very attractive young man with his skinny
Now,
dick. With his skinny dick. Y'all seen that dick pic that was released?
did, did.
Wasn't impressed.
Oh yeah. I forgot y'all saw
But
screens over here.
tall men don't be having a whole lot. A
It's
tall man with big stuff is a unicorn. Please be clear.
it's so true.
Forgot you guys
Because
was
them
looking
tall
at
men and
screens.
tall men like to be bottoms too. They getting their back blown out. Them bitches love putting footprints on ceiling. Now the short men, them bigger bitches built with kickstands and built like tripods.
And girthy.
hmm Them the ones that'll blow your back out.
My
Had
man,
me a short man pick. Oop, let me
my
stop.
man
Ooh,
is
child, I
five
was about
foot
to go all the
six.
way
I'm
in.
gonna leave it at that. My man is 5'6", and we are very happy.
Mm.
Ooh, well
Um,
endowed. Now,
All right. Who's
next
next?
on the docket.
Yeah. Oh, Drew. It
oh girl.
Which one was this about again? Oh my! Oh, Drew.
nothing. They was playing basketball, and pretty much the only notes I had for this scene was that she says, "Oh, we don't say shooting because I'm from Chicago." Girl, fuck you.
Girl, what?
Like,
Where
It,
did that come
it was
from?
it was the scene with her and her man, right? And Ralph.
yeah.
Why the hell? And I said this. I was like, this is why he probably divorced your ass. Why did you mention that man's penal surgery?
Wait, what?
She didn't say penal surgery. She said down
You
there.
said you had surgery. Okay, even if it wasn't that, and it
He
could have
could
been
have had
like,
torsion surgery. That's very common
but
surgery.
that's not
That's what I'm saying.
specified. That's not
Wait, hold
specified
on. What he get surgery on? We don't know.
down there,
She said the throat, the eyes, and then
down
down
there.
there. He could have had torsion surgery. That's very common.
What's torsion
Yeah,
surgery?
tell us.
Torsion is when one of your testicles wraps around itself and it cuts off the circulation, and it'll swell, and it'll be sensitive to the touch, and they have to literally cut in there, unravel it, so that it doesn't have to get cut off.
How does that happen? How does that happen?
It could be just through normal. It's not anything that you've done, or it just could happen just normally with you walking or with just everyday going through life. It's not like something that you do and you get torsion because you did such and such. It's just something that happens. And
But see,
after a while,
the way production spent it though, and it was like a real big pause too, and it was just like
mhm.
it made it seem like, oh girl, what you got penal surgery, child? What's going on, Ralph?
But Bravo is messy like that. This is Miss Cohen.
I'd have been mad if I don't care because at the end of the day, people are gonna take it.
But I do think she was oversharing.
Yeah.
She could have simply said, you had surgeries before. Stop playing. She didn't have to go that far, and telling the intimate details of certain things about you and your husband and stuff. You don't need to be sharing that, girl. What are you doing?
I agree.
Like certain things about my man, that's not for public consumption, girl. You don't need to know all that.
That's why I don't like when people be these girl talks and shit like that. When people be sharing too much, I'm just like, I feel like you're trying to get into my business. Like, I'm not about to tell you the ins and outs of my relationship, girl.
Right.
They do be overly sharing. They're like, oh, me and I pegged my husband. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Drew is good for that. Drew can't hold water. Baby Drew cannot hold water. She will tell anything. And those kind of people are dangerous. Girl, I can't play with you like that.
I'm a smart side. Oh, and I'm a side screen like Elsa. Okay, Tracy.
See, the thing about it is, I'm private by myself on my own accord. So I know if I'm with somebody, I'm expecting you to be just as private about what we got going on as I am. If you're not sharing all this shit, we don't play them games.
Drew was just a loser. She's just happy that. Ooh. I mean, I feel like Drew.
That was cruel though.
Cruel? I thought it was.
Drew is such a loser.
I was being nice. I was holding back. There's some choice words that I could have used. I feel like Drew was on the trajectory to be that girl, and she just wasn't. And we see now as to why, because she's just whack as fuck. Like, she can sing, she can dance, but like she can sing, but just not that great. She can dance, but just not that good. Like not enough. Average. Like yes, same thing with acting. It's just very like okay, you can do it, but like you ain't the best. Like at anything, you're not. What do you do? What do you do very exceptionally well? Nothing. Except for run your motherfucking mouth. I don't like Drew.
I mean, look at her discography, girl. I mean, you played the best friend in White Chicks. I mean, you was the girl that everybody hated on the game.
I don't even remember her in White Chicks, just to be clear.
She had like 3 lines.
You were mediocre.
The epitome of mediocre. So I'm done.
Ooh, oh my god.
She's a loser, an idiot, a straight up fool. She's a half brained buffoon, and it's kind of sad. Damn. I take offense to that.
Wait a minute now, because look, I didn't like Drew when she first came on the show, but she started to grow on me a little bit, even though she's a little dumb, but she's a lot dumb. But like it's entertaining though. Like it's kind of, I don't know, something about it's working a little bit. Cause like I be laughing at her.
She did do good in TLC. Don't get me wrong. She had.
Who was she in TLC?
Oh, she was T-Boz, right?
She did well.
Of course. Yeah, she did.
Everyone did well.
She did them bang that damn Bob Wright child, because you know how T-Boz got that.
But I don't know. Maybe she just fell off after she.
T-Boz has an iconic Bob. Let's be clear.
Nobody rocks the Bob like T-Boz. I get it. It's the 90s. Don't come for y'all 90s style. I get it.
No. It ain't even being about the 90s. It's because T-Boz rocked a Bob from the time we met her. She might still have a Bob right now. But that bitch Bob is iconic. Even Sandy lost the Bob.
She could
eventually.
She could use a different look. But I mean, she stuck with what she stuck to.
You know, I'm known for the Bob. Okay.
I'm done.
T-Boz, listen, when you think T-Boz, you think that blonde Bob.
Pretty much.
I'm telling you.
Oh, the last thing, Drew was talking about how she might have to whoop Marlo's ass. Drew, you ain't finna do shit. You won't bust a grape in a motherfucking fruit basket, ho. Stop playing, Drew. She gonna talk about when she was with
That was my thing, because my thing is when Marlo was going in on you, girl, Nuck if you butt committee would have bust that bitch in her mouth.
What did Marlo say at that NC? She came at her good, came talked about her shape. I was like, damn. Oh my God, I gotta
Well,
remember
you
what
ain't
she
about that
said.
life. You ain't
Yeah,
grew up on that part of. You ain't grew up in that part of
Look at
Chicago,
this motherfucking pen
girl.
right here, ho.
You weren't over there by Cabrini Green and all of them places, girl. You ain't grew up in that part of
That's
Chicago.
some
Let's be clear. You were clearly in one of the suburbs, okay?
I mean, her first acting gig was when she was like 17.
Mm.
So you definitely grew up in a very privileged life. Stop playing. Like,
Come on, Nepo.
no, I wouldn't give her that. She's her parents aren't accomplished enough for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so then we have Candy and Todd. We getting through this episode real cute. So because we can just jump right onto Martha's. Okay, so then we have Candy and Todd. I have nothing. Any thoughts?
I'll say this. Candy, first of all, Candy, why would you agree to go to an event of a bitch you can't stand?
Yeah.
Unless you purposely were going there to try and ruin that event. Now, two things can be true at one time.
Right.
The shit that Marlo got going on and she trying to fabricate and make up don't make no goddamn sense. But Candy took her stinking ass to that woman's event because she don't like Courtney. And we know she don't like Courtney. A bitch who you can't stand like that. Bitch, I'm not going to your event like that unless I'm coming to fuck some shit up. And that woman went over there.
Yeah.
She didn't come over there to stay. She didn't come over there to play nice. She came over there to fuck some shit up. If that meant an altercation with Marlo, baby, let's do it. Because Todd gaslit her. Remember, Todd said, yeah, you need to go and straighten that. Todd said that to her. You don't like no fucking Courtney. What the fuck you going to her shit for?
Yeah.
That was
And you went there to get some shit started and tell Courtney shit. Be like, bitch, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. Last time we saw each other, we was about to fight.
That was Courtney's event?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because remember, she asked Kenya, well, did you get the invite to Courtney's event? And Kenya was like, well, she didn't put my name on it and stuff like, girl, I don't know. Candy, you went there to fight. Now, or to make it like you was going to fight. Because let's be clear, Candy, you ain't busting a grape either. You are not busting a grape. And quiet as it's kept, you put more passion behind yelling at Marlo than you ever did on any one of them songs you sang on the stage with Escape. And I'm going to just put that out there.
Girl.
Bitch, I am no more good. Don't play with Candy like that.
Every man wants a woman.
Every man wants
a woman.
Girl.
Girl.
But look, let me tell you something. You know, I don't mess with Candy. I was with Candy with this episode because I don't fuck with Marlo.
She was doing too much. I want to choke shit out of you, bitch. Like,
yeah, the way she was like, Candy, girl, Candy.
If we start rocking, don't grab me.
Right. Don't grab me.
That sounds like a bitch who ain't want to fight. Because let's be clear, you do all of that antics when other people come over there. When it was just you and Marlo there, baby, you were just as heated. And if you wanted to, Marlo was just as animated. If you wanted to, if you would have bust Marlo in her shit right there before them women had a chance to come over there, they would have had to run over there to break y'all up if you really wanted to fight. You waited to Kenya big ass, because Kenya's the big bitch too. That's a big whore, okay?
I mean, she's like 5'7", 5'8".
I was waiting for somebody
compared to Candy. Yeah. Kenya is bigger than Candy.
Yeah.
And so Kenya is all in front of Candy. She like, don't hold me back. You better not hold me back. If she try to fight, girl.
I was waiting for somebody. I was waiting for somebody to do a damn Mia. Okay, girl. Come on, somebody do something.
Throw your purse, hole.
This is the most action I've seen this whole season. This is the most action. I'm like, okay, so what's going on?
Y'all know how we always accuse people of trying to have a scene and have a moment? Mm-hmm. That's what Candy was trying to have here. Now, this is quintessential. I'm just going here to have a moment. You ain't have no fucking reason to be there, Candy. Let's be clear. You don't like that bitch. Yeah. You went there to have a whole scene and moment with Marlo.
Whoa, Xavier, what is this?
Because if Marlo is not on, if Marlo's not on this season, what is Candy's purpose?
Well, what is her purpose with anything that she does? Quiet as it's kept. If she's not arguing with them stinking ass aunts or going back and forth and emasculating her husband, she ain't got nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Bravo
Candy.
needs to bring Candy in the gang. Candy is more interesting on that show. I agree.
I
Yes.
just want to see Philip from Candy in the Game. Bring back Philip. Brandon was cute too.
You like all the bad people.
Bring
I
back
love Philip.
Bring back Candy. Which one? I don't. Which one was the manager that didn't take no shit? I liked him.
That's Philip.
Oh yeah. I liked him too.
I love Philip because he has my type. That's my style of leadership. When I'm over people, I'm like Philip. Bitch, we're not here for this fuck shit. Bitch, we
Yeah.
got shit to do.
That
Now all this
elitist
Kiki and the thing
bastard.
around, girl, you
And
keep that shit off the job.
him being nice and chocolate didn't hurt either.
No, you think about Brandon. That was the ball
Yeah.
here.
That's
No,
the one that gets
the
it
lead,
done.
the one that came in and nobody liked him.
That's Philip.
Yeah, he's not chocolate. He's like your
He-
skin color.
He's
like brown
he's
skin.
not chocolate. He's like caramel.
No.
Mm-hmm. He's like a
Yeah.
caramel
But
or
that's the manager that like didn't take no shit and was like, oh no, yeah, I liked
Yeah,
him.
that's
He was
Philip.
fine. No, he wasn't fine.
he was fine.
He
as
was
fuck. That
fine.
bitch
He was
fine
fine.
as
I just
fuck.
didn't like. I didn't like his personality.
That bitch is fine as fuck.
His personality was ugly. I ain't like his personality.
No, but he's the type of manager or leader that I am. Baby, we don't have time for this fuck shit. This
Same.
is work. All of this that y'all got going on, bitch. We got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
you trying to kiki and all of it, girl. Find you somewhere to work.
his leadership style is also the type of that I like when it comes to like partners and shit. Like, yes, I need you to be like very like militant.
Mm-hmm.
I like his delegation.
I ain't like when he fired that one dude. I was like, man, where Candy at?
Oh, Brian.
Yeah.
It was
Well, I thought he was wrong with that, but the problem was he was amped up because remember he was given Brandon gave him the story. It wasn't like he was there. Brandon told him this is what happened. We need to handle this, and he went based off of what Brandon said, and Brandon didn't try to back off of it. And Philip just went guns a blazing like, yeah, bitch, that's it.
Yeah.
But Brandon, the one who ain't shit. Now that bitch ain't shit.
I don't know. It had potential, but it just I don't think for something to really work, it need to be like what's that? The Vanderpump Rules. That's the only spinoff about like somebody's restaurant that actually they had plenty seasons out.
I really don't think that they gave Candy and the Gang a chance because
I
the
agree.
show was really. I was enjoying the show. I really was.
I didn't
I hope
finish.
they didn't give it a chance.
I didn't finish it.
I had a little bit of fatigue towards the end.
Yeah, same. And I don't even think I got towards the end, but after like the third or fourth episode. But real quick, with Vanderpump, it's just everybody fucking each other because I just started watching it. Is that the tea? Everybody just has had sex.
I mean, yeah, you know.
Okay, got it.
I watched Vanderpump a little bit because it's
cute. It's cute.
Yeah, you know.
I've never seen an episode.
I just got into it.
What?
Literally just got into it. Just started watching because I heard this season was like really good. And from what I gather, everybody is fucking. Everybody has fucked each other at some point.
You know what I am doing? I'm going back and watching some of my old favorite shows. Like I'm finishing up the last season of 6 Feet Under, and then I'm gonna go back and watch the show with Suki and
Love and Hip Hop Miami.
no, from HBO with the vampires. With Suki and what's the name of the goddamn show with the vampires
I don't watch no motherfucking vampires. I'm
on
sorry.
HBO. God damn it! Why I can't think of
The
this
only
show?
HBO show I know is Game of
True
Thrones.
Blood. Thank you, Xavier.
Okay.
God, I couldn't think of the name of the damn show, so I'm about to start watching True Blood again. Like I'm going back and watching some shows that I really used to like. Like 6 Feet Under used to be my shit.
You know what show I'm getting into, and it's kind of new, even though it's a little toxic.
What?
The Idol.
What's that? What
I don't like The Weeknd. Like I don't like anything about him. I don't like any of his music. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like the way he smells. I don't like the way his hair looks. I really cannot stand The Weeknd, and so I won't support anything that he's in.
Huh?
What's the Idol? America Idol?
No,
No,
the Idol.
this show, I think it's on HBO. I think.
Yeah, so basically, it's the same person that made Euphoria. So it's Sam Levinson. He's doing this show called Idol. It's also in the same universe too. So we might see some Euphoria characters on there too. But it's about this singer that's kind of getting into a cult, and it's like real like scandalous. Think about Euphoria, just the grown version.
Say less. It's on HBO Max.
It's on. Yeah.
I'm watching.
It's on.
The weekend makes
It's
my
only 2
balls
episodes.
sick.
Let me tell you something. It's look. I mean, it's a lot of
Xavier said it's a little slow.
what you
I'm gonna
gotta.
get into it. I'm
I
always
hate
Because
the
see, I
weekend.
like shit like this because it's about like the ins and out of like a singer, and you get to see like the managers try to, oh, this is happening, and we got to fix this, and the girls trying to be like an art. Like I like shit like this. It almost seems like a biopic of a real crazy singer's life. Like it's she reminds me of Madonna mixed with Britney a little bit.
Well, you want to know what show I did not like, and the girls went up for that goddamn Swarm. I did not like it.
I love me some Swarm, okay, because
Well, it was just
okay.
all right for me. I
It
made
was
it
just,
through
it
it.
was so meta. It was meta. Like it was just very.
I
I
was
just like the last episode when she was like a full-fledged lesbian at that point. That last episode just didn't make sense for the
no.
rest of the episodes for me. I was just like,
That's childish Gambino.
why am I here? Like I got to that last episode and I was like, why the fuck am I here?
I really do, and I'm sorry. I really do think that Swarm is for Gen Z, like because y'all the only ones that like it. I don't know anyone that's my age or older that really likes Swarm.
Well, okay,
So I really
that's
think,
that's definitely understandable. I mean, it's not something not for everybody.
and that's fair. That's fair.
Mhm.
All right, let's get through this tired ass episode real quick. So
Are we still on this? Oh, okay.
girl, so
Yeah,
now
there's still a little bit some more.
we almost done. We almost done. So now
Mhm.
we're at the escape room. Candy comes in and she's not with the bullshit. I appreciated that because Candy, listen, now one thing about Candy, when it comes to conflict resolution, Candy is like me. If I don't like you, I'm not with that fake shit. I'm not gonna sit here and kiki with you.
But Medusa, that goes back to what I'm saying. She came there for the purpose of tearing shit up.
And that's fine. And
Mhm.
I can't.
Well,
She did what she did. She said what she said. It's like, bitch, I don't
And,
like you.
and let's be clear, Courtney knew what she was doing. She wanted this.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted this so she could be in the middle of it. See, I started this moment over here.
yeah, because first of all, Candy wouldn't have been invited.
Okay.
If
Well,
it was my event and I'm Courtney,
why wouldn't she be invited? That's the only reason why Courtney's on the show is because of her beef with Candy.
And she ain't losing no money because I'm pretty sure they all split the bill.
I thought Bravo got the bill. Yeah, no, they need to.
Honey, we're paying you
it
per
might have been a part of the thing where because they kept cutting away to the name of this bar or the name of the spot, so that might have been a part of the whole. That's free marketing for them, so they might have got in.
Comped.
Yeah, that might have been comp because that's free marketing for.
I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that too. I always thought that Bravo got the bill though because
Yeah,
remember,
I'm sure that was comp because that's free marketing and promo for that place.
I mean, Candy has always said she was like, "Yeah, I'm on a show where I get paid to eat and drink and fight with people." So I just thought like that. She said that herself. Like so, yeah. And y'all remember? Anyways, y'all remember when Eva was on the show and her and Marlo was going back and forth, and like they went to that restaurant and she was like, "Oh, you can have this," and like she was ordering all this shit. Remember when Eva was on the show and she was pregnant and all she brought absolutely nothing to the show and she was ordering all this shit is because Bravo was did I lie? She ain't bring nothing but some babies. Okay.
I still think that Japan trip is my favorite cash trip.
It was. She said, "Leave me alone and fix your wig. Your wig is slipping back."
Xavier, Moses, Summy. That is a fine man.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
Lord Jesus. Jesus.
Xavier, put a picture of him in the members only chat for me so I can see what he look like.
Look at him now.
Because it was now if you watch that second episode, Xavier, that scene where because Weekend's character is in a cult, like he was making him thrust and all that. I was like, oh, what's going on up in here?
I don't know if y'all can see him.
I can't stand the Weekend. I can't stand him.
That's what he's giving. He's nice and chocolate, like I like
nice and chocolate.
I can't stand. Wait, show him again. I couldn't
see. Hold on.
Let me show you. Let me show you
my eyes set up.
Let me see.
And all his chocolateness. Okay, come on.
Shout out to my sister in the chat. Hey sis.
Hey sis.
Yes. Okay. We back. Okay. Back to this bullshit.
I'm sorry.
At the escape room, Candy comes in. She's not with the bullshit. And Sonya is up Marlo's ass. Sonya is on the wrong team.
I felt like this. The point that Sonya was making was valid. Sonya wasn't defending what Marlo was saying, but Sonya was right in what she was defending about Marlo. Fuck bitch ass Drew over here calling Marlo the aggressive and violent one when Candy is over here damn near
So,
flipping shit and having a connip shits. I was with Sonya on that. You because Drew is over here screaming, y'all need to get her out of here. She's being aggressive. She's being violent. And Candy is over here telling people, don't restrain me. You know, damn near about to jump over Kenya. That's where I had to agree with Sonya. Sonya didn't defend what Marlo said. Sonya was just saying, bitch, how the fuck are you calling Marlo the aggressive one? And Marlo was over there standing there. Now, Marlo may have verbally been a little aggressive, but Candy was physically, demonstrably, and verbally aggressive. Everything about Candy said, this bitch is about to fight and about to pop off, and y'all need to carry this bitch out of here.
I mean, she literally was foaming at the mouth.
She was.
Yeah.
And Marlo was literally, now I'll give Marlo this credit. Marlo was sitting there, standing there, flat footed, unbothered. And every time Candy said something, Marlo was like, and what? And
Yeah.
because we've seen Marlo angry and yelling. This was not Marlo angry and yelling.
I mean,
So,
we seen her blow up on Drew the other episode, so we know how.
right. And I think Drew was playing on that. Drew wanted to get back at Marlo because Marlo, went off her. Drew, you're a casualty.
Yeah,
You're a
as
speed
I
bump along
got
the way.
she did it again,
Like when Marlo told you, girl, you could go away. We don't need you here. I was just like,
Marlo, let's be very
yeah,
clear.
girl, you could go away. We don't need you anymore.
Marlo will whip Candy's ass.
Oh yeah, Marlo would dog walk Candy. Candy don't want no parts of Marlo. Let's be clear. Remember, Candy got her ass beat by one of the Scott sisters.
Did she?
Yeah, I don't know if it was Natasha or
the younger one.
Tamika. They talked about how they got in that limousine one time and Candy got her ass dog walked. Candy can't fight like that. Look at her, she can't fight. She'll do that.
Little. She's little.
Girl.
She's little. I can see it being Tamika. Tamika, I mean, because Tamika gonna always defend her sister.
She was riding for she was riding for her sister.
So, but Candy, Marlo, let's be clear, because I don't want to choke your ass. Marlo sat there like, girl, you better keep talking over there, girl.
Right.
What Kenya was talking about when they got outside? He said, the way you got to do him, got to get him in the throat. I'm like
Kenya, you ain't never fought nobody in your
ain't do that before.
Exactly.
Let's be clear. And here's the thing. And then in the next breath, y'all want to bring up the fact that this woman has mugshots for violent crimes. Mugshots for violent crimes. Marlo is from fucking St. Pete, not Tampa, St. Pete. And there's a very big difference. Tampa is over here. St. Pete is over here across the water. And St. Pete is hood as fuck. That is Pinellas County. Tampa is Hillsborough County. Marlo is a ghetto ass hood ass bitch. I know them St. Pete hookers. Them not the ones you want to fuck off with.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I feel like Kenya got combat training, but it's just because she was on that show. She was on that show she pinned that girl down. I was like, okay, Kenya.
That has nothing to do with like having hands. Like, yes, Kenya might be strong. She works out, but she's still a white woman to her core because
Kenya can't fight like that.
She talked all that shit. She waved that scepter in Portia's face. Now, Portia ain't shit either. Let's be very clear. However, to me, Portia was in her fight or flight mode, and you put something in her face. You called her a dumb hoe. You completely dehumanized that woman. She did what she had to do, and I'm actually, as far as I'm concerned, she didn't do enough.
I'm with you because Kenya.
When she dragged her to the ground, I just wish that she just got a couple hits in. But if she did, she probably wouldn't be back on the show. Actually, she probably would. Nah, I don't know.
They want her back.
I don't know. If she would have really hit Kenya, I think
Mhm.
that was her saving grace. The fact that she didn't hit her.
Yeah,
If
she
she
just
would have
dragged
really,
her.
yeah, if she really hit her, I don't think they would have brought her back.
My thing is, how did Kenya fall like that? Like it was like she had to been freaking zero gravity. Like, girl, how you?
That
Because
bitch can't fight.
She
I'm
probably
telling
ain't
you.
want that wig to follow. She probably ain't want that wig to come up.
no, you said that she said that that's her real hair. Girl, this liquor is getting the best.
Girl, that is not your girl.
That's what she says. Kenya more hair care. That's what she says. She says it's her real hair. We is ghetto. That's drinking out the bottle. Right. And he been drinking at the bottom this whole show.
Not a wino.
Is there anything else that y'all want to talk about in this tight ass episode?
I will say this: the episode numbers grew. Viewership definitely grew with this episode
because they're about to, because we thought that the girls was about to thump. That shit don't count. Of course, we're gonna tune in to see that shit. I mean, we knew it wasn't gonna fight.
No, yeah, because people tune into Atlanta to see. Oh, they about to fight. They about to get into it. Like that's always been a thing. Like ever since
the only reason why the numbers was better this season, this episode. But
now that we know that ain't nobody gonna watch next episode, I guarantee you that shit.
I'm gonna watch it. I thought
I'm not saying we won't, but I'm saying the numbers. Next episode is not gonna be like it was this episode.
I'm gonna watch it just so I can see Saya talk about Kenya's fake butt. I can't wait. We're going on Darren's next.
Yeah.
Okay, so I might miss Teddy's.
Tanya talking about fake ass.
Don't care about me. Don't try to act like you care about me. You don't
I might. When we go live with you is the weekend. Either I'm gonna miss one of y'all. Either yours, because I'm probably
gonna miss mine. We gonna have so much. I'm gonna have special guests on mine. No. We gonna have a whole bunch of people. We gonna have a good time here.
We gonna have Sonya on and Ross.
Because I mean, Sonya ain't got nothing to do. I might miss Darren's though because I might be all over the place, So yeah, we'll see. Okay, is there anything else that we can talk about Summer House or was it Summer House? Summer House Martha's Vineyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that y'all want to talk about in this episode? Okay, great. So Darren, how far did you get in Summer House?
Sure, I'm still on the first episode.
Oh, girl.
I don't know much. Yeah,
There's so much to unpack.
I know. It's just...
I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? If you only made it through the first episode.
I'm thinking that you got a good, because all you needed was 3 or 4, and we could have really just filled you in.
I know that was my homework, but I'm watching so many shows.
Girl.
Okay, and then Teddy, you didn't watch last episode.
That's the only episode I missed.
Can I tell you one thing? Well, you gotta watch.
Yeah, you can tell me. It don't matter. You can tell me. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm never going to like Bria. There's nothing you can tell me that's going to make me like that bitch Bria. I ain't like that bitch from the moment she walked in the fucking door. I knew from the point blank, I don't like that bitch.
I
don't walked in with that dog.
Let me tell you who I don't like Bria. I agree with you on that. But who's the married couple? Jasmine?
Yeah, Jasmine and Silas.
They're going to be divorced within 3 to 5 years.
Child. Because Silas be doing too much. And Jasmine is a whole ass whore who married a conservative man. Bitch, you married a stripper. What did you think this was?
No, because we talked about it. Y'all keep on calling the Playboy Bunny Ranch a strip club. Is that what that is? Or is it a whorehouse?
I thought it was a strip club.
I thought it was just a place where, well, that makes sense. That the girls is walking around naked.
They weren't at the Playboy Mansion like out in California. They were at a strip club.
I just thought that the Playboy Bunny Ranch or whatever was just like an association or something, and you took pictures.
No, Xavier, they all worked at that strip club place from the beginning. Jasmine and Mariah were trying to write some screenplay, but that was after the fact because they were also writers for the Playboy magazine or blog or something like that. But them hoes were stripping. They were staying.
But they never called themselves strippers, did they?
No, not officially, but they were strippers.
Okay, so that's the T. They were strippers.
Them hoes were stripping. If you were a stripper, what did you think you were gonna get?
Well, I didn't know that the Playboy Bunny Ranch was a strip club. Am I
I
tripping?
think they have probably franchise. It's probably a franchise where in certain cities they have this thing called kind of like Chippendales for the male
Right. I
dancers.
thought it was just like a Hooters.
No, no, no. This is the whole strip club, but this is white people. It's white people strip club. White people strip clubs don't make that much money. They don't make that much money. Them girls don't make that much money in the white girl strip
Because
club.
they're fucking.
So
They do make good money because they fucking. They're just not making good money dancing.
no, Xavier. All of the. I don't think Mariah was, but I know Jasmine, Bria, um, Jordan, and the other girl, Shanice. All four of them were strippers.
Child, I'm mad. Darren, I'm mad you didn't see it because you didn't see when they brought that wild card in the house that took a shit in the bathtub. We would have been. We
Oh,
would have
he was a mess. He was a mess.
been.
What was his name?
I forgot.
Because he was only there that one episode or 1.5 episodes. And they voted his ass off the island.
He was disgusting.
He was.
But let me
Oh my
tell you.
god.
Not shitting in the
I'm gonna
tub.
tell you first. I'm gonna tell you what happened in this episode, and then I'm gonna tell you what the previews for next episode. So this episode, the light skinned hoe with the big afro, the new girl.
Shanice. Shit, I knew she been there. Oh no, no, no. You talk about the other new girl who came in with the light skinned boy.
Right, real high
Okay.
yellow.
Okay. Yeah. I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name.
No, one of them is Jamaican, and the other one has like an afro.
Now you're not talking about Shanice who go home on the weekdays because she got to go to work and she only come on the weekend.
Which one of them is a stalker? And he was like, "Oh, I heard about how."
That's the girl who only come on the weekends, who go to work. She been there since early on, but remember she only come on the weekends.
What's
She
her
have to go
name?
to work during the week. That's Shanice.
Okay, Shanice. Shanice, they went out on their girls' trip. They come back. They over here drinking, having a good time. Drunk. They go skinny dipping, and then the guys come back, and Shanice goes skinny dipping. Like while the guys was there in front of the guys, but she went skinny dipping in front of everybody, and so like Bria was like, "Oh, why are you skinny dipping in front of my boyfriend?" I mean, I can see it.
I probably could, but because I can't stand Bria, what you should have did was check your boyfriend. So you should have told your don't I don't need you out there while this bitch is out there. Because let's be clear, this ain't your house, Bria. Let's be clear.
She did check the boyfriend, but she also checked the girl as well. She checked both.
Because as much as you want to check people, we need to check your stinking ass for bringing this raggedy ass dog
I mean,
that nobody wanted.
She can say this. They kill me with the whole service animal bullshit. Like,
That ain't no fucking service animals. Service animals wear whole service animal vests and shit. You have cards and stuff like that. Service animals have a real purpose.
Yeah, please, can somebody please break down to me what the difference between a service animal and a nasty ass, stinking ass dog in a restaurant? What's the difference? Because I don't see one.
Service animals are for meaning that person needs that animal to get around. Blind people need service animals.
Okay.
Certain people that have other impairments where they need the dog to look out for their well-being. Those are service animals. Now, emotional support animals are a whole different
they could be anything.
situation. That's just some shit that I went to my therapist and they told me I need this, but you don't have any. They don't go through the same.
Yeah, I knew this one girl had
and stuff like that.
She had a lizard to keep her company. That was
like service animals. They wear like service animal vests. Mm-hmm. You get a card and things that officially say, no, I need this animal to function as a normal person. Whereas the emotional support animals and the service animals are usually for some physical impairment that you have. Whereas those emotional support animals, that's just like them saying, well, girl, I have anxiety, so I just want my dog around me at all times, so I don't have anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So,
mind you, I might have anxiety from seeing a dog, but you don't give a fuck about my anxiety from being around dog. It's only about yours.
And apparently, if you have an issue with support animals, that makes you ableist.
Call me whatever you want.
Well, I mean, if the person blind, look, and I need this dog to walk
But
in.
no,
Service.
that's a service
Right.
animal.
I'm
Okay.
fine with service. I'm fine with service. If you need this animal to navigate comfortably throughout the world, cool. But
Yeah.
if you just need this animal because you just
You want an animal.
you just need something furry to be up under you at all times.
They did that. There was so many people in college. They used to have like cats and shit. Like,
That's
oh,
the Gen Z shit.
I need this for my mental
That is
health.
absolutely a Gen Z thing.
That's white people shit. Because I be seeing
No,
grown
it was black people doing it in my college.
I'm telling you, it's a Gen Z thing because my generation, bitch, you weren't going nowhere with no dog. I'll tell you in a minute. I don't know where you're going. That dog won't be coming in. Hell, they used to not let people necessarily in with service animals, which is why they had to give service animals the vest, and they would have them with cards that said, "No, you have to allow, according to law, this person to have because they needed to function."
Yeah.
These emotional supports, bitches in the literal sense, bitches, female dogs. Oh,
I
girl,
need
get
it for
over
my
it.
mental health.
I'm done.
Girl.
Yeah, Summer House is good, but okay. So in the next episode, apparently Silas is chewing out. You gotta watch it. He gonna chew out Jasmine because he didn't iron her pants properly. I said, yeah.
Bitch, what?
Yeah. He like yes. She was like, I like.
But he's from that culture, from African culture, where their men are very domineering and very controlling, and he's from that conservative, culture where he feels like, because every time she go out the room, he going for more than 35 seconds. He's going looking for her. Where's Jasmine? Where's girl? Your wife is a whole ass whore who's probably been plowed by half of New York.
Not New York. Not New York State.
Why do you keep calling her a whore? Like, but I feel it's like, what you got. I really do think. I think that she got with him because she needed a place to stay, a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out, and a
I
hot meal.
feel like Mariah is the one who had her shit together because Mariah had a child. Mariah was like, Mariah gives me, nah, bitch, I'm gonna do what I got to do because I got a whole ass child over here and I don't have time to play around with you. Jasmine was the wild one. That's why he was always worried about Jasmine because trust me, Jordan is probably not the wild one. I guarantee you, Jasmine, when they be going out, is the one that be bouncing off the fucking walls and doing all kinds of shit. And that's why he be worried when she's out.
But my thing is like, you knew what you got. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's weird. I just think that he, like, a lot of men, they be trying to, y'all be seeing how women try to change men, but y'all be trying to change us.
I guess.
Ciao.
I'm gonna start watching when the first thing I get off this thing.
I'm on my Ned the Wino tonight.
You better lay off. You
Yeah.
you work tomorrow.
You better lay low.
You do. Oh Lord, yeah.
Oh, I don't listen. I don't have no problem. I don't do nothing that's gonna give me that kind of hangover. I don't drink stuff that's gonna give me that kind of hangover. I don't play them games.
Well.
Yeah.
So we're going to Darren's channel next week.
We are at Darren's place next week.
I'm excited for next episode. I think like I said, I love talking about Kenya's fake booty. Just seeing her like lie about it is just funny to me because we can clearly tell. I mean, it doesn't move when she walks. So,
that thing stand up. You know what though? SZA.
Her booty look bad.
I just seen a recent video of SZA. It's like it was up to her damn side back.
Oh.
I'm like, that ass up too far, girl. What's going on?
She out here looking like Cardi B.
I mean, it's not as bad, but it is up there a little. I'm like, girl,
because Cardi B is bad.
Cardi B, that thing slopping in a sloop. That thing is a
Don't give Cardi too much because your mother's ass isn't looking too great either. Let's be fair.
Okay,
Ooh.
first of all,
Oh, you talking to him about Nicki Minaj?
Nicki
Okay.
Minaj. Okay, she got the thighs to match, so everything is good
But
in the
that
neighborhood.
that ass is still high. Actually, that ass is swinging low, sweet chariot.
Swing
I'd rather it
low,
swing low because it gives that
carry
natural look than
on.
being up
Coming
too much.
for to carry me. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ciao bye.
You over here looking like a Negro spiritual. Stop it.
Just ciao bye.
Darius said y'all not finna talk about his queen.
Not too much on the queen.
We're gonna keep talking.
You know I protect my queens. I have a few queens.
She is the queen.
You goddamn lamb.
Yeah, Queen Mariah. You see, she was at LA Pride. Giving the
Them
kids
damn
what they
grinder
wanted.
sounds. Why you so obsessed with? I'm like, girl, you wanted to be a gay icon so bad. It's like, nah.
She didn't want to. We just accepted her. Listen, one thing about the gays, you have to have talent for us to like you like that. And go back to Mariah during the 90s, her voice was complete girl.
Okay, yeah. I mean, okay, yeah.
Now the woman is in her 50s, okay? So you don't expect for her to be singing in her 50s like she was back when she was in her 20s.
What gays? Because the white gays love them a mediocre Madonna.
No, we're talking about the black gays. We don't talk about the white gays. Girl, we
Madonna
don't.
wasn't mediocre. Hold on now. There's a lot of white mediocre people. Okay, there's a lot of mediocre white people.
Madonna vocally was mediocre.
Madonna wasn't really known for vocals though.
Right, but I would say like she was more than just vocals. She was
yeah, like
you didn't go to Madonna for vocals. That's not why you went to Madonna.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
It's for like
in the same vein like Rihanna. You don't go to Rihanna for vocals. But Rihanna, we like Rihanna. She got some pops. You know what I'm saying? We can get with Rihanna.
Shout out to Rihanna though, because I'm glad we are able to be
not D'Angelo Jackson. You talk about the porn star.
Never mind.
I thought we were talking about D'Angelo, untitled D'Angelo now.
D'Angelo Jackson is a porn skank, ain't he?
The gays support D'Angelo Jackson and he's not talented.
I have no idea who that is.
If you think about D'Angelo Jackson,
wait,
isn't that a porn star?
Yes.
A mess.
And I know you a size queen, so you never. I know
he's all right. And the size queen, he ain't got the biggest one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. You know what? In porn standards, is real regular. But I'm saying porn standards. Okay,
that means it's big then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But when we and let's be clear. Let's be clear. We're talking about gay porn, black gay porn, and in black gay porn, you got to have a whole lot of meat because that's what we look for in black gay porn. And so he's real regular.
I thought that's what we look for in all porn. No. Yes.
You can
I look.
You can have a good 7 to 8 in regular porn as long as you got a good body and a good face. It's 3 things: body, face, meat. You got to have 2 of the 3.
Y'all too.
You got face and body. You might can get away with not having meat. If you got body and meat, you might get away with being a little ugly, like Wesley Pipes. You can't not have.
He's my favorite.
I like Wesley Pipes too.
I love him.
But you're not gonna be missing 2 out of the 3.
Girl,
he literally is my go-to. Him and let me not spill my tea.
When we're talking about the corn, it's more artsy for me. Like I like the role playing stuff. Even though they act bad, give me a good show. Okay, it don't matter how big the size is.
Oof.
Rico Strong is a little ugly in the face.
Rico? Who Rico?
Right, I'm searching them all up.
Yeah, that's something I never heard of no Rico Strong. You gonna put me on? Hold on.
Now you know who's real ugly in the face, but his body and his meat and everything. Rico Black, who used to be with Chino Black, he is ugly as all get out in the face, but he's skinny. I like.
You know who's good? You know who's good new talent? You know who's good? New blood. That dude that we talked about the other day that was doing it in at the ball. What's his name? You brought him up the last one.
I thought he was one of the straight girls.
Who?
Rico Strong.
He is.
He's strong. Okay, that's what I'm like. Okay.
But wait, who you talk about? Xavier?
It's Xavier.
Not Xavier. I mean, I'm sorry, Darren. Who you talking about?
It's something Strokes or something.
Pablo Strokes.
Yes.
He's cute in the face and got a nice body and got a nice slab of meat.
The chiseled. Oh,
I like Mr. McConaughey Man. Mr. McConaughey Man is also another one for the Latin girls.
but see,
Okay.
I
But
love,
you
I
know,
love
man,
it when
no, he used to do gay porn. If you go back
Who?
in his early days, man, Man, he was doing gay porn.
I don't care.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm not watching that shit. I'm watching the ones where he with women.
He got a big old slab of meat too.
Let me tell you
see
something.
that Mike Mann just quit. He said he's not doing porn no more because gay porn. Because remember, Mike Mann was gay for pay, and so he said he's not gay for real. He just do it for pay, and you could tell he never really be into it. He got a little piece of meat.
Y'all remember Poor or Four? However, PHOR. He was on Black Ink.
Yeah, he was on Black Ink Crew.
He getting paid now. He
He's
getting paid.
already getting paid. He showed is.
And I seen that too. I was like,
getting paid for the gods.
I was like, ooh.
Mike Mann is boring because he wasn't really into it, baby. He was just here for the coin.
Wait, hold on. Four is gay?
Who?
Oh, okay.
He getting paid by women who put on strap-ons that fuck him in his ass.
I love a good pegging though. That I mean, it's I like watching it because it's like, ooh, yeah.
That's not gay.
Listen, if that's what it is, I can't tell people what to be.
Look! It's a lot of straight people doing it now, and you know,
I'm not doing
what the
that.
women get out of it. I'm trying to figure out what the
people,
women get out of it.
But here's the thing: I want people to get out of the boxes that they're in.
I have no problem being out of the box, but what do the women get out of it?
I mean, some women like to be dominatrix, like they want to take the power.
I know, and a woman who enjoys watching gay porn, like, and she says she likes.
I know a lot of women who like that's very common amongst women. A lot of women,
and like she says,
women
she
like gay porn.
Two buff niggas going at it, like that's what she likes.
No, that's very common. A lot of women like watching gay porn. Believe it or not, that's just like you find a lot of men, gay men. That like going to like strip clubs and watching women.
I mean, for fun, yeah. I'll be going like, oh yeah, you cute girl, you cute. But no, I'm going to the male strip clubs. Okay, we going to see some meat.
Yeah, we do want to see some meat. Some meat.
I know a club out in Philly because my friends have been telling my cousin and my friends been telling me.
We all took an excursion.
Okay,
let's take an excursion to Philly. Where we going?
No, seriously, because we didn't see any strippers from a bachelorette party, so we're planning to do.
Oh, girl, you is tripping. Listen, if I ever get married, you don't want to come to my bachelor party.
We're gonna do it.
There's gonna be a whole sex party involved in my bachelor party.
I know the club. Hold on, wait. Let me look at the text messages because
send it in the chat. Send it to us in the private chat. We can all go. Like y'all are all invited. It's my last hoorah before I get married.
It's called Level Up. Ooh.
Say less.
When are we going?
Well, it is in Philly.
June 30th. Friday, June 30th.
Oh, bitch. I'm in Kentucky that weekend.
It's like I need to go that Friday because I'm getting married on this.
I gotta be in Louisville. You get married when?
I'm getting married July 2nd. So Friday, June 30th.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's cheaper on Sundays.
I've heard weddings on Sundays are much cheaper. That's very popular, having a wedding, because the church will rent it out.
You said
I'm getting married on the 2nd, but I'm doing my big one on the 3rd.
In order to do a wedding on a Saturday, you got to go to like a 7-day Adventist church.
Okay.
But those 7-day Adventist churches, be having real big churches.
I might want to get an Airbnb for the night because you know how Philly is. The Philly be.
Are we really doing this?
I'm dead ass. I mean, I get paid.
Louisville, Kentucky on the 30th.
Yeah, so we're going to level up on June.
Level up. Yeah. It's a lounge bar, and I heard they got strippers, and they get.
Do they slap across your face and stuff?
Well, I don't know.
I hope so.
Nah, I hope so.
Right, girl.
I mean, this is
wine gold.
this is it's for the girls though. I mean you can
I
there's
don't
girls.
care.
Listen, there used to be
Just making sure because I'm not sure if you wanted like the
I
straight
want
pictures.
dicks. What?
listen, there used to be a strip club in DC. I think it's closed down, baby. The things that we did in that strip club in DC, baby. Ooh,
Say
Mm.
less.
Okay, well we look we
girl.
stay in touch because
I'm there.
Listen, I saw at that strip club in DC, this man was on the stage. This man beat himself off, came, it flew in the air, and he caught it in his mouth. I was in amazement. I said, "What is this shit?" That was like the first strip I saw when I walked in the bitch.
that sound like ridiculousness. Remember ridiculousness?
No, but he was laying flat, and it shot up in the air, and he caught it. I said,
Lord
"Yo, that's
Jesus.
talent."
Definitely hit you up offline. But let me hurry up and close out. Does everybody want to
Right.
say where they can see each other at?
Oh yes.
Y'all know
You
where
can
to find me.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Darren,
You can find me at the Darren Green Show on YouTube, Instagram, Darren Green TikTok. Shout me out. We doing an episode tomorrow, and yeah, we got some topics to get into because certain things need to be addressed. Okay,
what time are you recording it?
what you doing tomorrow? You want to come on tomorrow?
I would. Let me just see what's going on with this wedding.
Okay, well, I mean, El Teddy, I also invited you last week, so
You never sent me any information, sir.
let Teddy go.
It ain't nothing but a link. Okay, I'm gonna send you a link tomorrow.
What time is it? What time is it?
You want to do it at 5
p.m.?
Yeah.
I can do 5 p.m.
Okay. All right.
Send me the link too, just in case.
Just in case, yeah. I'll put it on the chat.
Just in case I want to just slide on in there.
Yeah, because we got some topics to get into. Okay, I really want to talk about that Jocelyn child because I'm just
Yeah, send me the link.
Yeah.
She's a mess.
I'm
waiting for somebody, but I just hate that. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about.
We'll take it for tomorrow.
And y'all can find me on the Medusa Show on TikTok.
We might even go live tomorrow.
Yeah, at Medusa Show Off on Instagram and at Medusa Show Off on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. I'm getting married in 2 weeks, so you might hear from me, you might not, but yeah, I look forward to hearing from y'all, and I think we'll be on Darren's show tomorrow.
We will be on Darren.
We'll be on Darren's show tomorrow at 5:00, but it's pre-recorded, so yeah, whatever.
Well, we might go live. We might, because
okay.
Because
let me know
the post. Okay.
All right, y'all. Deuces. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for tuning in. Love you. See y'all.
Bye. All right, y'all.
And we're going on Darren's show next week, right?
Yeah, for the Housewives.
I don't know. We'll see. I might not be there because I'm going through some shit.
Right.
All right, y'all. Deuces. See you.
All right, see you later.
Bye.